Yo, it's George for UK Gossip TV. I'm joined by Love Island's Nabila.
Hey.
Fake round of applause. Woo. You've literally come out within weeks. Love Island's done. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with myself.
You don't. I don't know. There's a Cape Town one coming, isn't there?
Yeah, so start of next year.
Which I think is quite frustrating because I think if they bring out too many, the novelty's going to wear out a little bit, and then it's not going to be as exciting.
That's what I worry, because it's like when you overdo something, sometimes it then starts becoming a bit boring and dead.
Yeah, if you go to your grandma's house and you know she's always going to give you ice cream, it's not exciting.
You just get fucking bored. It's just like, I want something different. I want a lolly.
I don't think the fame's going to last as well with the stars.
Yeah,
there's going to be too many cast members.
Well, this is the thing, because what we're finding is that people go into Love Island and then after like a year, it's just like, oh, he was.
That's why you always have to. They do tell you it's all right to go back to work afterwards, because by Christmas, a lot of the casts, even the big ones, like it dries up.
Really?
Yeah.
So when there's a lot of talks about the what they do for mental health, and that's been a huge thing over the past year especially. Do you feel like this time they've actually made more a conscientious effort to make sure that they are looking after?
Yeah, 100%. Because last year I went through the application process as well, and I was about to go on, but I was travelling and I wasn't watching it.
Wait, so you was going to be on last year's?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Well, it wasn't 100% because they don't tell you.
Yeah.
But it was on the cards that it was a potential thing. And then it carried over to this year, and so the application process was a lot more. It was tighter, as in they were a bit more on the kind of mental health. You've got to have that analysis a bit more. They did it last year, but really heavily this year, because I think everyone was on it.
I feel like they're proper paying attention to what everybody's saying in the media. Because I think one of my friends, Marlon, she's been and she was on the show a number of years ago. She's been proper on the bandwagon of mental health and make sure that people are okay.
She's gone through quite a tough time, hasn't she?
Yes.
I read up about her.
Yeah, it was quite shit. But so even after you left, were they messaging you,
even
emailing
now,
saying...
ITV, this whole welfare team, and even when you're in the villa, they look after you and they are hot on that. And you do. I've never felt like they've neglected me or I've been forgotten or anything like that.
That's
I
good.
think in the past there are islanders or contestants that felt they were forgotten, but they're definitely hot on it this year. I feel like I can talk to them whenever I want.
That's good.
There's a whole team. You get therapy, and I wasn't even on it for that long, and they treat me exactly the same.
Oh wow, because you do think because you was literally on it for what, a week? Just
4 days.
Yeah, 4 days. Shit. So it was so Casa and More was kind of filmed over a week longevity that we saw, the footage. But in actual fact, you was actually just on it for 4 days.
Really? No, I think it was. I think they showed it accurately.
Yeah.
There was a chill day as well where you don't film anything.
Is this on a Sunday?
It kind of changes. I think it's because it's 24 hours before, so you're not going to see it on Saturday. So it would have been for us the Friday.
Right.
So it's 24 hours behind. I think so. Something like that.
What do you do on a chill day?
You can't talk about anything romantic or anything along the storyline. So they make sure that you
keep it hush,
and they try and separate the boys and the girls, because then there's going to be stuff that's going to happen
that you're going to have
and stuff like that.
Oh my god! How is that hard?
Well, I didn't really have I didn't have a proper storyline with a romantically with a boy, but a little bit. If anyone wanted to talk to me, oh my god, I just heard this, then the producer would be like, stop it, this is a chill day. So they try and split us up, and even when you eat your lunch and dinner, which isn't filmed, a catering company come in, you've got to sit separately.
You've got to sit separately from your partners and whatever.
Well, just boys' table, girls' table.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
so this is the shit that we don't even get to see, that we even know is going on, but it's going on just to make sure that the storylines stay crisp for when it's actually filming. Yeah. That's nuts. How did you get involved in it in the first place? Was it because we hear that they're approaching people on Instagram these days and sending DMs and being yo.
They meet people out and about, the casting team, and they do find you on social media, but they don't. Then you have to still apply like everyone else. They just ask you to apply, so you're still on the same level as everyone else. And then you kind of meet. You go to the ITV studios, and then you have you send a video first in the form, and then you go in and discuss kind of why you think you would fit in as an islander. Then after that, then you meet the executive producers. If they say yes.
If they say yeah. Why did you want to do it in the first place? Because I feel like there's a lot of people... It seems glamorous. Like, don't get me wrong, like, it seems glamorous. Going on one TV show, doing what you want to do throughout. The hottest TV show, like, period. Yeah. Period. Going on this show, you do a quick little thing, you come out, and all of a sudden you're just this sensation on Instagram that is earning a crazy amount of money every single month.
Because if you think about the other reality TV shows, it's not as hype.
It's not. Nah, obviously that Big Brother's dead and gone. That's finished. Oh yeah,
I hope that doesn't happen to Love Island because I'm worried because it's such. But I think there's enough drama in Love Island for it not to fade. Yeah. Like Big Brother, remember you could watch it as well 24 hours.
I was a bit annoyed when they started not showing like the sex scenes and what people were getting.
I don't think anyone actually got up to any naughtiness. I think people were quite strict with it. Yeah.
Because I know Maura was trying it with like Curtis like a number of times. But
you were gonna miss out his coffee shift in the morning. I love Curtis.
What do you? He's just come out as like.
I haven't read this.
Have you not?
No,
what
but
do you mean? It's everywhere.
No, I've heard it, but I don't know. I don't know. It's difficult, like, because I don't know.
He's basically gone on.
He said he wouldn't cross it out.
Yeah, he wouldn't cross out being with a guy, and he's like coming out as bi. What I struggle to understand is how you could be in a villa for 2 months with everybody and not say at all that is. You know, that's your preference, or you don't mind.
But then why? Then in a way, like, why should he when he had two? He had Amy, and then he had Maura. He had girls on him, so what? There was no need to say it. Really, he had enough attention.
You think?
Yeah. Unless say, I'm not saying I don't know what he said, but if someone was bisexual and they fancied a guy, then maybe they'd say it. But if they had enough girls on them, then there's no point.
Then there's no point until you actually get down to the.
But he's a lovely guy. I've not got a bad word to say about him. He's so lovely. I mean, I don't know what he said.
What would you be like if you coupled up with Curtis? And then he came out of the villa, so him and Maura were like what? About a week, like they were 1 week, 2 weeks into each other. What would you do if you was Maura and then you came out? Did he actually
say that though?
Yeah.
Okay.
He went on like whatever the morning programs are like. Lorraine.
I need to see this.
So you wouldn't know? Would you just be like? I mean, Maura's taken it really like chilled. She's just like, yeah, love is love kind of thing, and that's what she said. That's beautiful. I've seen this. Yeah.
I don't know. I guess if you really love someone, then I mean, I've never been in that situation.
Yeah.
I've never been in that situation to actually make a comment. I think I need to be in that situation. Because even, like, before you go on the show, they're like, how are you going to feel if no one fancies you? How are you going to feel if this happens? And they do tell you scenarios, like, this is going to happen to you.
Yeah.
It's going to be intense, emotional atmosphere. And then I always said to them, because they asked you several times, and I always said to them, I can't give you a definite answer because I don't know how it feels until you're in there.
Right, okay.
So I used to watch it in the past and be like, I don't understand why people get so upset and cry all the time. It's not until you're in there, it is intense.
Because we saw a lot of that from, like, Amy, we saw a lot of that from, like, Lucy, and this was in the first few weeks.
Even the boys, though.
Yeah.
Curtis cried.
Yeah.
Anton cried.
Yeah,
it's just this environment where, like, your emotions are so heightened. It's not the real world, but it's just, you have to be in it to understand it. And, like, I got upset, and this didn't air, but I got upset. Me and Curtis had a sit down. Obviously, there's a welfare team, but he was like, Nabila, you can speak to the welfare team. At the end of the day, they're not in the villa with us to understand how it feels, so speak to me. And I spoke to him, and I felt so much better.
What happened?
It's just, I don't know, because it's a game about love, you start kind of questioning yourself, kind of go, oh, what's wrong with me? Like, and because I went in with 5 really loud girls, and loud as in big personalities, all absolutely lovely, I'm quite used to being like, either like, this sounds really arrogant, like one of the prettiest girls in the room, like not the prettiest, but like you know that like if you walk into a room you're gonna get attention.
Yeah.
And
it's hot.
It's not that I didn't get that in there, but I was competing against 5 other girls. It didn't feel like a competition, but when you play games, especially the challenges, and everyone's like, kiss the girl you fancy, you're back at school, you feel like you're back at school, and then no one kisses you, then you start questioning yourself
and thinking, like, am I fucking butters, or whatever.
And it was just like, and I started being kind of like, I don't get this, Curtis, what's going on? And he used to be like, Nabila, and he was like, name 5 things you like about yourself, and I was like, oh, there's no point, like, and I was being such a girl about it, and he made me say it about 20 times until I said it with sincerity. He was like, you're not saying it with sincerity, and he like helped me, he's like, got nice long legs, say you've got nice long legs. So he's a lovely guy, really, really lovely, but I think he got a bit of stick at the end when he gave that advice to...
He got a lot of stick.
Jourdan, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I have no fucking clue why he said that. Like, I am just.
Do you know what? I think he said that because obviously he was half boyfriend girlfriend with Amy.
Yeah.
So he kind of did it.
So he kind of. I feel like it was coming out of that place. And do you know what I would have liked? I would have liked Curtis to just be like, "This is why I said it," because I felt like it was coming from a place of knowing rather than him just trying to dodge around it and being like, "Yeah, fuck that." Yeah.
I think if he gave that advice, it made what he did not seem that wrong.
Yeah.
But actually, if you ask someone to be your girlfriend, no offense, love you, Jourdan, then you can't really be a player that way.
You can't.
And Anna's like, I think she's fiercely loyal, and so that's why it really hurt her because it's just a massive. It hurts, isn't it? Imagine someone making.
Yeah, I can't imagine being in that situation. Yeah, so being in a villa
I would blow up like that as well, though. I'm feisty. Yeah. I'd absolutely blow up exactly like that.
When you went in, so it was it Anton that you first?
So Anton, but he made it quite clear that I wasn't his type. I think he likes the blonde girls. Yeah.
Interesting. Do you have a backup plan?
I didn't go in with strategy. I went in by who I was, and I said to them, I was like, whoever I have a connection with, that I have a laugh with, but I got along with everyone, but there was no instant connection in such a short amount of time. I think if I went in as a bombshell, and then everyone got to know me, the public got to know me, then it probably
you'll be able to grow the
audience, and then maybe one of the guys, and maybe vice versa, me to the guys. But it's not enough time for my personality to really shine, especially there's other 5 really attractive girls, and I'm not saying they came in with strategy, but I feel like they knew what they wanted.
Whereas you was kind of going in just thinking like, I'm just going to be me, be myself, and kind of...
I was like, someone's going to love me.
Someone's going to love me because I'm gorgeous.
It's just like, I'm funny, someone's going to love me. And then like, obviously it was time to recouple. I was like, what's going on here? Fuck. Yeah. And by then the boys have made their decisions and also I said to the boys, I was like, I'm not jumping into bed with you straight away. Like, on the first night, there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I was like, so if you guys think I'm going to be sharing a bed with you, guys are wrong. But obviously they didn't care. They were like, we don't care. We've got 5 other girls that are happy to do that. So, we didn't say that, but
that was pretty much what it was like.
Yeah, it didn't matter if you don't want to share a bed. It doesn't matter though, does it? If you've got 5 other hot girls.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it didn't really
you kept your dignity intact?
Yeah, but looking back, maybe I should have... I don't know. I don't think I wouldn't change anything.
Would you say... So you think that the other girls that you went in had a game plan?
I wouldn't say game plan.
No?
No.
Okay.
They just knew what they wanted, and I don't know what I want.
Okay. Do you feel like going on the show, coming out of it...
I was doomed from the start anyway, because all the boys are young.
Right, yeah. I mean, going for somebody younger is just a whole other ballgame.
Exactly.
But do you think that going on the show has made you like come away from it feeling like you can be more direct with guys when it comes to people that are either wanting to get to know you?
Because it's not the real world, is it?
Yeah.
It's the time in there is so different.
Because I feel like they force you into having conversations that you wouldn't
it up.
necessarily like have. Like I wouldn't sit down after like 3 dates with a guy and be like, so what are we?
No,
like,
you probably would, but they basically speed it up because there's not time.
And guys will have heart attacks if I start trying to do the what are we messages.
Babies with you.
Yeah.
But I think the guys in there know the game as well. Not the game, they know what it's about in the villa, and everything's fast forward. Everything is fast forward. It's fast paced. And I did it wrong because I wasn't in the fast paced mind. I was in the I'm gonna take my time, and that does not work in the villa. It just doesn't work.
So you have to be a bit forward.
You've got to be forward, otherwise you end up out.
Did you fancy anyone else?
They're all really attractive.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you giving me that look? They're all really attractive.
Okay.
No, they're all really attractive.
Yeah.
And actually, in real life, all of them are better looking. Honestly, I
swear.
Then
you see, okay, yeah.
I got along with all of them. I was the closest to Michael. That's probably why, like, in the reunion party, it seems that way, but I was closest to him. Like, me and him had banter.
Because everyone's seen the news.
I know.
Everyone's seen that picture of you guys. You're holding his...
But do you know, it's a reunion
and he's leaning. But this looked like it was in the kebab shop afterwards, hun. It didn't look like it was at the reunion party. I didn't see strobe lights in the background.
I find that really weird though, because it was.
It was, yeah?
It was like, I don't know where that was.
But where would they have taken the picture from?
I don't know. And if it was a pact, they zoomed right in. And if it was someone internal, then that's sly.
So somebody could have taken a sly picture. Yeah.
I don't know who took it. It freaked me out. And I didn't even see it until he called me the next day. He was like, have you seen these pictures, and I was like, can you just calm down? He's like, no, seriously, look at the pictures.
He looked like he was like tipsy.
We were all tipsy though.
But the picture suggested that a kiss may have happened.
No. Genuinely, there was no kiss.
No kiss.
No. I think we were just playing around. I think even those pictures of him.
But not like flirty or.
But like everyone flirts with everyone. Okay. I flirt with girls.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was just like, and Joanna's there, and Joanna's a friend of mine. I don't think I would have mugged her off like that. There was no kiss. Honestly.
Attraction?
And if there was, Michael's attractive, but no, I don't think. I don't know. I think there's plenty of me out there, and I'd rather him be my friend. And obviously, him and Joanna have a connection that I don't think anyone at the moment could not compete, but like they have a thing like together.
I think so. I think that people that can compete.
Really?
100%. Listen.
I don't know. I respect Joanna, and also I really like Michael as a friend. Okay. Like, he's such a sweetheart.
If Michael was to ask you to go on a date, would you?
No.
You wouldn't.
No.
Just out of respect.
No. Yeah. I just think like.
Would you? Okay, knowing what you know about him and the way that he's treated women, would you? Because obviously he's hot. Like,
do you know what? I dated a guy that was similar to that. I'm not painting him in that light, but it's been seen in that light and behaved maybe in some sort of way. I'm not saying Michael's like that. Yeah. And when we were together, I don't believe in once a cheater, always a cheater. I'm not saying that Michael's that, but when I was with my boyfriend, he never cheated.
And he used to cheat before?
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say.
I feel like
I think it's an age thing as well, like when they grow up.
Yeah. But I also feel like I feel like if they used to cheat, growing up and going into a new relationship and not cheating, I feel like that's doable. Yeah. But being in a relationship where you've already mistreated somebody, I think it's very hard for them to not do it again. The only reason why is because they've kind of got like, if somebody is so forgiving to be like, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna like see you again and not really give them that much of a hard time for it, and they make it quite easy.
No, if someone cheats on me, I would never let them back in. I'm talking about if they've done it to a previous person, and then I'm fresh.
Yeah, if you're fresh, I think 100%.
No, if they've done it to me,
if they'd like done a Michael
doesn't see me like that anyway. Yeah. I'm purely his friend. 100%. Why are you giving me that?
You know we're about to try and get those exclusives.
No, he doesn't. I swear to God.
Okay, cool. So no kiss.
He sees me as friend. I see him as friend. No kiss happened.
No kiss happened. Fair enough.
You heard it from here.
You heard it from here. UK Gossip TV. No kiss happened. You guys can stop now. You guys can stop.
With the picture. Stop sending them to me and Joanna. Joanna gets them as well. Oh, you need to see this.
Bless her. Diversity was a huge thing as well.
Yeah, they put a lot of kind of ethnic people.
Yeah.
I think that's another reason they put me on, because I was like, you need an exotic person in there.
Moroccan, right?
Yeah, Moroccan.
Okay. Yeah.
I get hate actually from people for being the Moroccan kind of Arabian background, because obviously it's an Islamic thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that I get people like, I'm telling Moroccan embassy what you did.
The Moroccan embassy?
Yeah, I think these 12-year-old girls, aren't they? And I was like,
oh yeah, they're going to come down and knock on my door and
also, I've got a British passport. I don't even have a Moroccan passport.
You're kidding me. Wow. Oh my God, what were your parents like when you said that it was going on?
Oh, my parents aren't involved. No.
Is it?
No, they're not involved. No. We won't get there.
Oh, okay.
They're not involved, no.
Damn it.
But my friends were all for it. They were like, go for it. But I was true to myself, and if, I watched 1 or 2 episodes of me, and I wasn't on that many, and I'm quite happy with how I was portrayed.
I was portrayed in a good way.
I just tried to do the worm and then left, really.
Well, at least we know that we can like book you for events and...
I mean, I can't do the worm.
Yeah, I mean...
Have you seen... Did you see me
fail?
I can't do it. I thought I could that moment.
It's all about, trialling, getting the job semi-done.
I need to learn how to do it
so
that I can use it on people. Like, actually, I've learned how.
When you're in the club, break out and do a little one. But no, the diversity is something which is big, because obviously, when it comes to social media, everyone is quite vocal with what we want to see on our TV screens, with making sure that diversity is, it's paramount, isn't it? Making sure that you've got people of colour, all shapes and all sizes, and make it a true representation of, what it should be, which is the UK primarily.
Yeah.
So do you think that they fulfilled that this year?
Yeah, I think they did.
Yeah?
Yeah, we got loads of different ethnicities. Got an Iranian, Moroccan, think Jourdan's half Indian.
Yeah.
Or she's got Indian in her. Yeah, I think there were... And loads of mixed race boys.
Yeah, there was. Yeah. And Sharif as well.
Sharif.
Jourdan, yeah. When it comes to Yewande, fucking icon. Absolute icon.
Do you love Yewande?
I love Yewande. She's great. Sharif getting kicked out, do you think that was justified?
They wouldn't even ITV were like, we're not talking about it and don't talk about it. So I don't even know. Really? I really don't know. I mean, obviously he did that statement, but I literally have no idea what went on or why.
Because they won't go into depth.
They won't go into depth. They won't.
Is he even allowed contractually? Is that the word? Contractionary?
I don't even think he's in the contract. I think after that...
Terminated, done. I did feel like the interview that he done with The Sun, maybe, it was a little bit like...
What was it? Why don't I know this stuff?
Why do you
I don't know. I live under a rock.
He like sat there like this and was just like, I was kicked out of Love Island, and
that's funny though. It's quite funny though.
Yeah, and I just thought, babe, like,
I speak to him. He speaks to me.
No way. Okay, he needs to come on because I want to sit him down and be like, okay, like we're not doing this like stage shit. Like just tell me what's going on. It just seemed a little bit like unhomely. Maybe it didn't seem very stripped back and real.
Was this freshy when he came out?
This was fresh.
Maybe he felt he felt uncomfortable because it was fresh and he was worried what he should and shouldn't say. But now it's been a while now, so.
And he wasn't even invited to the rap party as well. There was rumours that he was a bit gutted about that. Like, he was pissed off. Yeah.
He's friends with everyone, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like, we're all contestants. And, like, we are all a family. I know some people might not get along with the other, but we're all contestants together. We're in the same season, same villa. We were all a character in the show, obviously ourselves. But
and this is out of, like, hundreds of thousands of people that applied and probably got asked to do the show.
I wonder how many people.
Oh, no, yeah, it's crazy.
Really?
It's crazy. I think it was, like... 2 years ago that they had maybe 60,000 submissions, and this was 2 years ago when it wasn't as big as it is now. So you can imagine that's probably like quadrupled or something crazy.
Okay.
So if you was to be like, if he was in the villa and he was like, oh yeah, I kind of like fancy Anton, and you said it to one of the girls, would they pick up on that and then call you in and be like, oh, you need to go and tell him?
Yeah.
Right.
Like that, yeah.
I heard that they call out through speakers and say...
Yeah.
So they do that?
Yeah.
Ah!
There's a speaker.
So they like, oh my god, this is like playing The Sims.
You're inside a computer game.
What?
Yeah. You're yourself.
Does it feel weird? Does it feel like you're being controlled?
After 24 hours, you settle in and you kind of start getting to use it. But the first 24 hours, it is weird. It literally feels like you're in your own TV set. It's just, especially if you've watched the previous seasons, then you're like, whoa, I'm actually in it. And it's like, what? Like, even when when I hung out with them at the reunion, even Amy's like, I still don't get all this, like, hype. And we were in the cab and the paps were just on us. I've never seen anything like it. I felt like Britney Spears was in the car.
Wow.
And she was like, I'm still not used to this. It's just so weird how hyped up the show is and everyone's so invested in...
The fans and the people that are
emotionally invested. They feel like they know Amy.
Yeah.
And obviously she did go through it a lot in the villa, but... You know, but she gets death threats.
Really?
Yeah.
What the hell?
People send her horrible things.
For what?
Me.
Oh,
she finds it funny, but she said sometimes it can be a bit
overwhelming.
Yeah, but obviously ITV support her, and if she ever needs anything, then she contacts them, and you know she's had to have security. At some points, yeah, when she first came out. Yeah,
because I think they were saying even with Molly that she's had to like walk around with security just because of the amount of like stick that she's been getting.
Yeah.
It's freaking sad.
I don't understand what stick she's been getting. Like,
yeah, I don't know. Do you know what? I do. I feel like it was because there was a lot of people that had opinions on her and Tommy and that she was fake.
Yeah.
And that she wasn't.
I know for a fact that he definitely wasn't, because I never met her, did I? Properly. No. I mean, I saw her at the recoupling. But in the villa, he was lost without her.
Yeah.
He was just like, he didn't know what to do with himself. I was like, what are you doing? I used to come, he'd be by himself, be like, what are you doing? He'd be like, just like, you know, like,
really?
Like, he just was lost. Yeah, he's like madly in love with her.
So you could tell, like, from the like when he was in there that he was...
He just wanted her back.
Was there anybody else that was like that, or do you reckon it was just him?
I just felt like Tommy was the one that was...
Most besotted.
He's very sensitive. He's got a lot of love to give.
It's weird because when he was first in the villa... and there was like Maura came in. I think there was a few others as well that he was kind of like, oh yeah, and the Lucy. I felt like there was a few things that you were saying that were a bit recycled.
I think he just loves a good speech. It's not. It doesn't come from a bad place.
No.
I think that's just how he speaks.
Okay.
Because even like on the chill days, that's how he speaks. He just loves a little teen.
He's just emotional.
Yeah, he's very emotional. Like even like if we're sitting down, sometimes I was just like, right, over emotional speech. But it's so cute. You can't hate Tommy either. And like even when I was upset sometimes, because I was a little bit upset in there sometimes, he would just be like, you know what, Nabila, there's gonna be a guy out there, right, and he is gonna see you, and he's gonna blah, blah, and he bigs you up. Yeah. He's just such a lovely person. Yeah. I don't think he has one bad bone in his body.
Do you know what I found funny? I found Maura's reaction to Greg and Amber winning. Have you seen that on replay? Surely you have.
I didn't see it on replay. What did she do?
She was just like this. Like when they said, Amber and Greg, she went...
Really? Because I do think sometimes... I mean, it was live, wasn't it, actually?
Yeah. Yeah.
What, she was shocked?
Yeah. But then she's come away from it and said, she actually admitted, she was like, I am shocked because
I think we all thought
I wasn't I wasn't expecting that to happen.
I didn't think I did. I was so sure it was me, Tommy and Molly May.
Really?
I voted Tommy and Molly May only because I got to know Tommy.
You downloaded the app?
Yeah, but because I knew Tommy, I knew how much he felt for her. I felt like that was the right vote to go for, and I didn't really know Amber, and I don't know Greg, so I was just like, it'll be out those two. I'll choose
them instead.
Two. Yeah. So I mean, I'm happy for Amber. And when I saw her at the reunion, I told her I was happy for her. She looked happy.
I mean, she's doing her thing, isn't it?
Yeah, Greg definitely seems like he really, really cares about her as well.
He does. I've seen him saying that he doesn't want to do this whole PAs thing.
Yeah, the club thingy.
Yeah,
I think if I came out single and I was young like Michael, then definitely I'd be going to PAs. But if I'm in a relationship, I just want to be left alone.
Yeah, and
I'll do a few interviews, but it's too much. Imagine going to all these clubs as well.
Have you had anyone take a fancy that's been in your DMs?
No. For me, it's like dating apps. You know, when you go right, left, swipe. It's just a picture. Like a picture doesn't do it for me. I want to see that person in real life. Like, I need to see that person in real life.
And see if you've got the like attraction, the connection, the spark. Is there anyone? Like, I
haven't had that many people in my DMs. Like,
really?
Yeah. No.
I'm so surprised because he's so gorge.
Oh, thanks. No, I'm not.
Is there anyone in the UK music scene or just in entertainment that you find remotely attractive? We have a lot of people that follow this page, so this could be, a nice little introduction.
I don't know. Not really. Not from my head. Not from the top of my head. No.
You can't think of anybody.
I can't think of anyone.
What do you like? What kind of guys do you like?
I like them to be. Do you know what I quite like? Obviously, they would be tall, dark, and handsome, but not obviously.
Anton was your.
But then when I saw him in real life, there wasn't a connection.
Right. Okay.
So I'm saying, like, you see them, you're like, he's fit, and then I saw him in real life, really funny guy, absolutely hilarious.
But you just didn't have that connection.
Just didn't have that connection. It was really friendshipy.
Yeah.
That's not even a word. But for me, you got to be funny, but also I quite like. I know you wouldn't believe this, but I quite like them to be a bit geeky, especially behind closed doors when they're like a little bit geeky.
Mm. Who's UK artist that's a bit geeky? The only person I can think of is Gigs.
Is he geeky? I don't know why, but I just love geeky.
Really?
Like, I just don't know. Like my ex-boyfriend used to.
He loves like Star Wars and shit. Like that's
my
like
ex-boyfriend
nerdy.
used to play World of Warcraft, and that is quite geeky.
Yeah.
But I found it quite attractive. Like he'd hide it from his friends, but I was like, oh, you've got a little geeky side that you hide, but I like it. I just like a bit of
out of you.
But he has to be funny, and he has to be quite intellectual, but also not take life too seriously, and also be able to take. When like we're all a bit moody sometimes, a bit off, like just I don't know, just give me some space sometimes, just things like that, and just be a bit understanding. Am I asking too much? I am asking.
You're not. I think it's fair. Be demanding. Tell the universe what it is that you want.
I like my space. I'm not the typical girl that's like too clingy. Mm-hmm. If I get obsessively if the guy gets too obsessively texty with me, I feel cagey and I'm like, oh my god, this is too much. Yeah, I'm not the sort of girl that needs to text that boy all day, every day. Like,
you sound like a man's dream, to be honest.
I just think keep texting to logistics, and if you want to have a conversation about your day, call me or to see each other in person. Yeah. I'm not the texter. I have to be really bored.
For some reason, I feel like after this, your DMs are going to be a bit lit. Of guys like DMing.
Okay, my number is 07.
My DMs are open. I'm single and I'm available. Only if you're a nerd.
Oh god.
Anton, you was there in live in the flesh with the whole beef between Anton and Molly May, with the whole unfollowing thing.
Yeah.
Do you think that's deep? Do you like understand where he's coming from? So Anton's
a lovely guy. He's opinionated. I'm very similar to him. I said to him, you are the male version of me.
Because basically, to cut a long story short, Anton unfollowed. So whoever was in charge of his accounts followed Molly May.
Anton doesn't even follow me. Anton, follow me.
Yeah, follow me. Somebody who was in charge of his accounts followed Molly May, as they probably did do with every single contestant Islander that was in the villa at the time or whatever. He's since come out, got his social media back, and has unfollowed Molly. And obviously everyone's picked up on it and thought, like, is there something behind it? Have you had this huge argument? Like, obviously in the villa we've seen that they had like some heated moments.
Really?
And we also know that he was actually he fancied Molly May.
To start with.
Yeah, like there was an attraction.
He doesn't really hold grudges.
No?
He doesn't hold grudges, no, he doesn't. Like I just think they just didn't have a friendship. I think he wears his heart on his sleeve and he's just very open with how he feels.
But then if you wear your heart on the sleeve, then doesn't that make you more liable to hold a grudge?
Yeah, yes and no, but like he hates argument. Okay. He walks away from argument, and I've seen him do it.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm not having this argument. Even with Belle, if you noticed in that time when they had that argument, he was like, not doing this, he walked away. He honestly hates...
He's not a confrontational person.
He's not a confrontational person.
Okay.
So I am a little bit surprised that he did that, to be fair.
Yeah.
But...
It's petty.
I don't know. I don't know why he did it. I'd like to pick his brain. But even the boys, I don't know if you watched it on this... I don't know if they showed the bit where they were like, okay, Anton, just stop it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he was like, should I just stop? And they were like,
yeah. Yeah, no, I think I did. Yeah. Like, I think there was a few people that were just like...
and
then he was like, am I digging? Am I digging?
Yeah,
and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, all of it, because I was on that side and he was just like, no. But I think give them space. I think give them time. Anton, honestly, he's got that sort of personality where he will probably think about that and then be like, I've been a bit harsh.
Yeah, I've been a bit...
He is like, because he started to... I could see in his eyes, he was like, oh my God, am I being harsh? I just think... Give them both space and time. It's still fresh, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So,
they've literally only just come out.
They've only just come out. There must be something we haven't seen.
What would you say has been like your biggest highlight from the whole thing?
Like actually in the villa or just in general? I don't think I was there for long enough. I just think as a whole it was a great experience. Yeah. And then like when I came back and I was watching it, it's like, oh, I was in there. And it is still weird watching it. Like all of the contestants, when they come out, they're like, oh my God, it's weird seeing like your friends like on TV.
This is what your friends have been like.
Yeah, maybe. I'm just trying to think. I think the recoupling was one of the biggest, because I think it was the most shown recoupling. Yeah, Ooh. It's like the highest.
Yeah, no, I can imagine that.
And I think being in that was a great experience because seeing everyone's reactions live, especially when Amber came and they've got Michael and Joanna, and when Molly May cried, like seeing it, I was gonna cry myself. It's like being in there.
Yeah.
It was weird, and I think that was an experience that you can't explain.
What happens the second that you know that you're not in it anymore?
They like, don't tell you. They don't tell. Really? They're not gonna be like, so you're gonna leave today. They're just like, you've got to live. They want live reactions. So I actually left a lot of makeup in there, a lot of MAC makeup. Yeah.
Do you get it back?
I think they might compensate it or something. I've got a few things back that I left, but other than that, like there's too many things. But yeah, they either pack for you. I packed some of it, but then you have to leave straight away because it has to be a live thing.
And they can't have people like running in and running out.
Yeah, so it's all live.
I hope you get your Mac back or get some.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm sure they will. ITV are good like that. But then we are told to leave, and we didn't get our phones back on this occasion until we landed. So they keep on holding for 24 hours in a villa. Which is why, when they do the little fishing thing in the Instagram, like, oh, that's the holding villa, so obviously they're waiting because you've got 24 hours until the UK see you come out. So they need to hold you to hide you. So you still.
Where do they hold you? Like in a hotel?
In a villa.
In another villa?
Yeah, in another villa. It's a holding villa. That's why they always do the little fishing. That's the same villa that everyone stays in. And you're with a chaperone. And on our in my situation, I don't think this was everyone. They kept our phones away. They didn't give us our phones back until we. Not until it wasn't. So we landed, and then we had to film After Sun, something for After Sun, which was speed dating with the Casa Amor boys. So we still couldn't get our phones until maybe 10 o'clock that night after the filming. It was a long day.
Oh, I know. But was you itching or about at that point?
Oh my god, yeah. Me and Maria were like, and Lavina were like, we need our phones. We're like, no, because they want live reactions. They want you to not know what the outside world said about you. And everything has to be fresh. Organic. So you would do the speed dating, everything. And then finally, when they put me in a cab home, they were like, here's your phone.
What was it like getting your phone back for the first time?
It was
Did
weird.
you have a lot of like,
they train you.
big head messages like, oi, big head, senior.
Yeah.
You're looking good. Some exes like climbing out the woodwork going, I
got one ex message and he was just happy for me, but it's more like school friends that are like, oh my god, hey, miss you. I'm like, miss me? I've seen you for 10 years,
Idiot, the fuck?
I know, but it's nice though. But before you go in the villa, everyone has to stay in a hotel by yourself without a phone. And I was by myself for 5 days.
Without a phone?
Without a phone.
What the fuck do you do?
I slept a lot. I caught up in a lot of sleep.
So it was like literally...
Because they train you not to have your phone, because you're not going to have a phone in the villa. But they also need you to be hiding.
And you can't watch TV.
I think we could, but it couldn't be anything... All of it was Spanish anyway, so you couldn't see anything about the outside world. And...
Because what we feel like is that you get to see what's going on in the villa before you
Yeah. So they bring the laptop. They're like, this is what happened last night.
Oh, okay. So
they
you do get an understanding.
Yeah, they need you to know what's happened.
Yeah.
But they weren't. Then obviously we didn't know when we went in. We didn't know that Arabella had. Was it Arabella? We didn't know that Arabella had left.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we knew that like 2 people had gone. I think Tom left. Yeah, Arabella and Tom left, and we didn't know. So. It's all organic, it's all fresh, it's all like normal reactions, it's not like fake.
So it's actually like not as staged as we think that it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No.
Because I feel like we have like
I think it's because they keep going, do you want to go for a chat? Do you want to go for a chat? And then you're like, why do they keep saying that? That must be staged. But it's not, you do want to go for a chat with that person, but they've told you when to do it because obviously they need to get it organised. Because it's a TV show at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's
so there is some...
And then when it comes to the games, do they make you like redo the games and stuff like loads of times or?
No.
They don't?
No.
Okay. So
but there was one thing that happened. They text in obviously, and then you read the text out, don't you?
I heard that they tell you to keep the phone by you, the person that they're gonna text.
I think on this occasion when there were 2 villas, they didn't have loads of phones, so it was kind of like sometimes, but obviously they still want live reactions. But there was during the games we'd get a text, and you obviously have to compete with the Casa Amor villa, and there was one text that I read out, and they didn't air it, and it was going, the tallest boy has to kiss the boy of his choice, or something like that, and it was
the tallest boy has to kiss a boy of his choice.
Yeah, I know, that's what happened. So I read it out, and Michael was next to me, and he was like, why does it say boy and boy? And then we're like, what? Anyway, so Tommy and Curtis, they're quite close to, aren't they? And they had a massive smooch, right? They had this...
Wait, what? Tommy and Curtis had a kiss
right,
in the villa.
Had a snog,
right?
Snog. And then the producer went, oh my god, the producer went, oh my god, that was a typo. We've got to do that again. It was meant to be girl.
They set this up. I'm convinced.
No, they didn't.
They set this up.
It was 100%.
They knew Curtis was about to come out.
No, because it didn't air or anything. But no, because they're really good friends. But it was really funny because it was a typo, and like the panic in both their faces, like, should we do this? And they did it, and then the producer's like, oh my god, that was a complete typo. We're gonna do it again, but it's gonna say girl. That was the only thing they said they made a mistake. It was so funny.
The thing is I seen like Curtis do a few bum slaps on Tommy, so I
no, they've got a sincere bromance.
Really?
100%.
Oh, that's cute.
No,
that's
it's
a nice
a proper
bromance. Exclusive, not gonna lie. Nice.
It was so funny. Like, we were laughing so much.
Oh, wow.
We thought we were getting unseen bits, but I don't think it got unseen.
No, that got cut straight out. What do you want to do next? What's your plans? What's your thoughts?
Wait, so
you was hostess before?
Yeah, so basically I worked in a medical clinic, but when I knew that I was going on the show, I wanted to just go into kind of more a job that I've done in the past. I've always been front of house manager. I've always been like the face of a company. I've done loads. I've done recruitment, front of house in medical clinics, architecture. So I took this job on knowing that at some point I was going to go on the show because I did enjoy it, but it was a job that I know that I could just kind of drop and go to Love Island. Yeah. Whereas the clinic is something that I took very seriously, and I didn't want to do that to them. So I just hostess front of house, an amazing restaurant, and
which one in London?
In London, yeah. They're not happy with me because obviously I left. So I wouldn't say that my actual occupation is a hostess.
Right.
It was. I did reservations and office, everything like that. There's a lot more to it than that, and with all due respect, that for me, I was all about the medical side of things.
That's
I'm
very big on Harley Street and stuff.
It's in the city and it's like well-being, so IV drips and bioidentical hormones and things like that. But I just put hostess, and I model as well.
Yes.
I do a lot of modelling. So I want to go into modelling, and I really want to go into red carpet, kind of like talking to celebrities and things like that. You'd be good at that as well. If you've got the gift of the gab and you're chatty enough.
I mean, you are. You're fucking great.
Am I chatty enough?
Yeah, you are. 100%.
So I want to do...
you are like somebody that like walks into a room and just gets on with everybody and like just chats.
Sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I do, but sometimes when you just feel that with an odd person.
Yeah.
You know when you just try and have a conversation
and you're
with
really,
someone.
and do you know what? Like she's very like complimentary. Like to walk in and just be like, and I feel like a lot of people these days, they're not like that. Like they're
really?
not as outspoken.
I think that's
like,
London though.
Like I love like your socks and sliders. Like nice one there. Like
yeah,
I love what you're wearing. That's cool. Like, and that's such a good thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like
people remember you when you do that, and like. It's not even that, like, I don't say it if I don't mean it as well, but I got told to say 2 compliments a day to a stranger, to 2 different strangers. But at first, when I started doing it, because in London, people are so weirded out if you're just nice to them.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So I remember I was like at the drugstore, as in like the Superdrug or something, and I was like, oh, I really like eyeshadow, to the cashier, and she was like, that's $9.99 please. And she looked at me like I was like,
no, that was a long com.
Yeah, like, can you say thank you? You don't even say thank you.
Yeah,
like,
but just
don't look at me like that.
Yeah.
So at first I was a bit like worried, but I think you just do it. Just give as many people as confidence as you can.
It's a nice quality. It is. It's such a nice quality to have.
I like it. I'm like, oh, thank you.
So that's the aim. That's
my aim. I'd love to go into that.
Yeah.
Maybe radio presenting.
Yeah.
But that kind of still in that kind of world.
Yeah.
Because I think I have a personality, and that's what I thought Love Island, it was a bit of a shame that didn't come out, because no one really got to know my personality on that show. I was
and that's what you, like, do you feel like you went into it having an end goal in mind, as that's where I want to get to at the end of it?
No,
with presenting and stuff? Or is that something that you've come away from it and been like,
I kind of always wanted to do that kind of thing,
okay. Yeah.
It's just a good platform, isn't it?
Yeah.
So now people know my name, it's like, oh, what is she about?
Yeah.
So who else follows you? Like, do you have, like, quite big...
artists?
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Call me.
We've got actors, we've got artists, we've got everything.
That's cool.
Miss Banks, Stefflon Don, some strong independent women.
I love strong independent. I wish Anna could come to something like this.
Oh yeah.
She's the definition of strong independent woman.
Oh yeah, I love her. Like her. But I love a bit more.
I never got to know more of that world though.
Right.
Like even at the reunion, like, I think when you're coupled up with someone, you do stick with them a lot, and it's hard to get them away from that person. Whereas Anna's single.
And when you're single, you get like you mingle a lot more. Single,
me and her just vibed so well. I love her.
Nice.
She's got that exotic kind of attitude like me.
Yeah.
Like,
I like that.
I love a girl that's like that.
Who else follows the page? Gigs follows. Loads of rappers.
I should have made myself look nicer.
Who else? There's a pair of them.
So many, about 135.
Yeah, there's 135. There's a lot of the UK artists that will follow, and it's just growing all the fucking time. It is quite kind of crazy, but like even if they're not following the page, they'll always get sent shit from the page, which is like nuts. It's been such a pleasure having you in. I've literally learned an insight into Love Island that, I mean,
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. I thought that it was this like well scripted TV show, and you've actually made me believe that that's not the case.
Because why are they all crying? That's a lot of crocodile tears.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I mean, they should be having Oscar fucking nominated, or like they must be getting some BAFTA awards or something. There's a lot of acting there, and I don't think they can get that many people to act that well.
Yeah, this is true.
For that long amount of time as well.
They'd all be up for Brit Awards.
Yeah, exactly.
And actually Brits music, so maybe
it's just sped up. That's all.
Yeah.
So that's why it looks that way. It's just sped up so that it speeds up. And if someone doesn't say go and have a chat with the person that you want to go and have a chat with because you're nervous or something, then you're just not going to do it for a while until you're ready. So if someone says go and do it, then you're like, oh,
you have that encouragement.
Yeah,
to
you're
push
encouraged to do it. That's what they do.
That's it. Well, I'm excited to see what you do here on out.
Yeah, me too.
Continue to strive. Continue to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Whack videos up. Continue to rep for yourself.
More of that. I need to do
chat more. Because I feel like when you go on your Instagram page, like you see...
It's just me going like this.
You just see, you see posy you see beautiful you see like you in your element and doing your thing, but...
Not enough personality.
You don't see your personality and you're actually a fucking sick person.
Oh, okay,
like,
maybe
you're
I need to do that a bit
really
more.
Cool person.
I think I look like I take myself too seriously there on it, maybe a little bit. But even my friends are like, take a piss a bit more.
Yeah, take a piss.
But I mean, I do that naturally anyway.
Yeah,
but on there, I think what it is as well is, if I had my own YouTube, then I wouldn't mind. Because I've got like a theme going on where I'm a bit like, oh, my body, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I think if I suddenly just go, it's just going to be, here's me, oh, goofy. It's just going to be like, oh, what's going on here? Like, why is she just something like that? So, I don't know, maybe I should vlog a bit more. People don't give a shit.
I mean, as much as people do give a shit, they roll with the punches.
Yeah, maybe.
They roll with it. And to be honest, like, something that I've learnt myself is... Take me for who I am, or don't take me at all.
That's
very true. Just the like short and curlies.
Yeah, you just need to be confident. But even sometimes I do talk on the camera when I put up my story, and I get a few little 12-year-olds turn around to me. Sorry, not little, but like young girls.
Fucking are young.
That go, "You're so annoying. Shut up." And just things like, and I know I shouldn't take it seriously. I'm like, oh my god, am I? Oh my god, that's so annoying. I thought it was funny, and then you start questioning it. But it's something that I need to just.
Block it out, man. Fuck it. Fuck the haters.
Yeah, fuck the haters. There's always haters anyway.
In whatever line of work you do.
Exactly.
Whether it's fucking cold calling for a telephone networking agency.
With all due respect, I couldn't do that.
Being on Love Island, there's always going to be haters. But it's been a pleasure.
Thank
you so much for stopping by. I'm sure we'll catch up in the future.
Definitely.
Nabila, Love Island, UK Gossip TV. It's Jourdan. Yay.